Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and today I want to talk about something that's kind of interesting to me. It kind of just popped up on my radar from Mr. DeLuca FTW. He posted a link to this first, and it kind of caught my attention. It was something I want to talk to you and share with you guys, as I always do. Now, most of you know that DICE has recently released a new trailer talking about the maps and talking about some of the things, and he talks about two maps in particular. One is Operation Locker. He says basically it's the close quarter combat map. And through kind of piecing it together, a lot of people have been doing this. I think Level Cap's actually done a breakdown video kind of piecing as much together as best he can, you know, linking the same trees and then linking these little clips had icicles in them, so they're from the winter map. Now, today we're particularly going to talk about the winter map, and we know that to be named Operation Locker. It appears to be the one from the battle log video where it looks like it had snow. It looks very, very close quartered. It looks like almost Operation Metro 2.0, a lot of people are saying. And as you see here, as I'm going to cut to some screenshots in just a second, this is going to be the winter map. And what I'm going to talk to you today is about a frost effect on your vision. It clearly seems to be there. It is impeding your vision, as we're going to cut to screenshot number 1. This is you running, following a squad mate. As you can see around the outer edges of your screen, there is frost. There's ice collecting on your vision. Now, it's not intrusive. It's not that bad, but it is there. We don't know how far it's really going to go with it, but it's certainly there. You can see it. Now, a screenshot 2. This will be where we kind of start to figure out Operation Locker. Operation Locker seems to be a prison, kind of a mountainside prison, winter, cold, Arctic, that kind of thing. Think like Siberia maybe, which, you know, probably isn't too far from the case. You see the inner kind of guard chamber there that's crumbled. But again, you see a lot more frost on your screen. Now, clearly, you know, we don't see any HUD. We don't see anything like that. So I guess there is always a chance that this could be a campaign-only effect. But as far as most of us are solely multiplayer, we're going to analyze it from that perspective. Now, we're going to cut to the third screenshot here. Clearly, you can see it's still there, even in aim down sights mode. Obviously, it doesn't affect you here because the reticle or the view is much more narrow, but it is clearly there, as you can see from the picture. Now, interestingly, on the last screenshot I'm going to show you, it is the same map as best we can do. You see the rocks along the ceiling. It seems like you're in a mountainside. There is no frost effect here. Now, we don't know if that's maybe, you know, differentiates between loadouts. Maybe one of the characters doesn't have goggles, and thus he doesn't get the frost effect. Maybe one does have. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of grasping at straws here. It could also be that fire is right there, and I don't know if that's a persistent fire or if that's just a quick explosion that was just kind of caught in a screenshot. But maybe it's there and it's burning, and thus it's giving off heat, so there's not going to be a frost effect there. We really don't know. We don't know how far they're going to go with this. Clearly, we know they love blinding sun. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a sandstorm. We kind of do see that on Siege of Shanghai a little bit. You know, the dust storm that kicks up from the building falling. I would not be surprised if he's talking about a night blindness or that kind of thing. They're clearly messing with your peripherals in this whole dynamic weather and things. So it's very interesting. I mean, I'm not typically a fan of things that impede my vision. Kind of annoys me a little bit. Here, it doesn't seem too intrusive. Doesn't seem too bad. I used to hate the blood damage thing when you would take damage and the blood would be on your screen and obscure your vision, which I thought was fair. I thought it was an okay mechanic. It just annoys me. I don't like my vision being impeded. But this could be neat. I mean, if they do this in a way, like let's just say hypothetically, if you're in the building or you're in kind of normal spots, you're not going to get that frost effect. But let's say you go outside the building and you expose yourself to the cold, that wind, that snow, to take like a big flank route. The longer you expose yourself to those elements, the more frost effect you're going to get on your vision. So you're going to have to make a decision. You're trading off, do I make that ultimate flank all the way around, but I might be down to like a 60% visibility, or do I just kind of stick to the inner halls, don't get that frost effect, don't get the cold, and yet I can see perfectly fine. So if it's balanced like that with some decisions and there's some game elements to it, I'm all for it, and it would be a fine mechanic as long as it's not too intrusive. I don't want to see it deciding gunfights or anything like that, but it should definitely be there. It should be part of the immersion. I'm okay with that. So let me know what you guys think here. I mean, this is obviously us just kind of talking about a little thing we see in one of the trailers, but I see this as a theme with them, with the dust clouds, you know, obviously the sun glare we've seen before. Now this, I wouldn't be surprised to find out there's more to this. There's more elements in this, and this is all part of that dynamic weather and furthermore levolution that they speak about. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something that would annoy you? Is this something you welcome? Is this something you kind of think is cool? I know Wesley said he thinks it's cool. I think it's add to the immersion. It adds to the real life effect, and I can totally see that perspective, of course. It's just something that kind of nags at me personally, but let me know what you guys think, guys. I'm always interested in the comments. Like always, guys, hope you're having a good day. I will talk to you soon. Take care.